What's up, y'all? Welcome back to our channel. First and last video actually in this new bathroom. As you guys know, we are moving, so I think by now we have definitely moved out of this house by the time you're watching this. Probably just a couple days ago. We're having moving vlogs going on. We're actually moving to Nashville, so if you want to follow along that journey, we're vlogging everything, Instagram, all that good stuff. So farewell to this amazing bathroom we just renovated and remodeled. We have a whole transformation video on this. So, you know, we had to film one makeup tutorial in here because it deserves it. Anyways, I'm so excited to be partnering with Sephora Collection on today's video to show you guys one of their newest products, which is literally out of this world. You guys know they're one of my favorite makeup brands. I adore them. They have a lot of clean products, really good price point, like the most affordable line in Sephora stores, and they're amazing. So I'm gonna do my makeup. We're gonna go through some true or false kind of assumptions. I did this over on Instagram stories and I got so many that I wanted to cover, but you can only do so much on stories. So I thought we would get ready today and go through some more true or falses. So let's hop in. I got my coffee. And we're gonna do our makeup. This is what I've been using for my makeup every day. This is all the things, pretty much an updated everyday makeup routine. But with this foundation, it's so good. Okay. All right, really quickly before we hop into the true or falses, I just wanna show you guys the foundations, what we're gonna start with. So this is the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Foundation. Now, you guys, this shiz is incredible. So if you follow along this year, kind of in my makeup style, I have been going more towards lighter weight foundations, sometimes no foundation, BB creams, really, really light things. And basically, this is like the most voodoo foundation ever. It is supposed to kind of replace your BB or CC cream. It's so lightweight. It literally looks like real skin when you put it on. It melts right in and it has the exact same finish as your skin. So there are a lot of like tinted moisturizers that I really love that like add a little bit of glow or hydration. This one I have found is the most true to a skin-like finish. It's not too matte, it's not too glowy, it's really just very in the middle, like realistic. So I feel like no matter what your skin type is, this is perfect. It's also only $20, which is incredible for a product at Sephora. It is so beautiful, lightweight, perfect every day. You could also build it up if you wanted to, but it just looks so gorgeous. I honestly too like taking photos and everything when I put this on, and I normally take photos, I can see like the buildup of makeup on my skin, but not with this. It literally just like melts right in. So in addition, this has some skincare benefits built into it. So hyaluronic acid to keep your skin hydrated and protect you from pollution. So the best yet is it comes in 50 shades, you guys. So literally if you are white girl white all the way to a super deep skin tone, they have every single girl or boy covered for your shade and your skin tone. So, and I don't really tan my face, so I just like match it to my foundation. And sorry, there's movers like packing up in the back, so if you're hearing noises, that's why. Now, the best thing that Sephora Collection does too is when they come out with like a specific product like this, they always make like a matching makeup brush, so you don't have to like wonder what brush should I use with the product. This is the makeup match brush for the foundation. And this is actually perfect because there can be like a lot of guesswork that goes into finding the right brush for application for foundations. And I swear using different brushes changes the finish and the way that it like blends into your skin. So this one is perfect. It's nice and like dense, and they made it exactly for this formula, so it just blends it perfectly. So I would just like buy them together if you're gonna try it out. And it's an awesome foundation brush. But do you see this, you guys? It is just like literally melting in. And the reason, like, I always have my tan on and I always want to match my body, so it's really cool because this actually looks just like my face is actually that color. I mean, like, look how real that looks. And I mean, I'll get really close so you can see, but like, I mean, it's insane. It just literally blends all the way in. I mean, it's nuts. Some other tinted moisturizers and BB creams, they add like a lot of glow, which this has like a little bit, but I really just feel like it matches the exact texture and like finish of my real skin. So that's why I'm obsessed with it. Here you can see, I mean, right? Like, I know, it's so good, you guys. Like, really is amazing. And there's just nothing better than feeling like you're covered and like flawless and you have like a little bit of color on your face without having to, you know, build up a bunch of product or anything. So really, like, this formula is so unique. It's not gonna be like a texture that you've ever felt before. It's like when it comes out, it's not super like sticky and I don't know, it's just like it's gonna be a different texture than you've ever felt in a foundation, which I think is how they got it to just really like melt into the skin and be like truly invisible. So I love it. Check it out. I'm just gonna go over with a little beauty blender. Okay, let me pull up these true or falses. So the first true or false is, if you got married again, you would choose a different wedding dress. I would say yes. Actually, I don't know. I love my wedding dress. This is the thing when you're picking out wedding dresses, right? Like, there are so many beautiful dresses. I'm also, if I get distracted talking, I'm gonna list all of the products I'm using down in the description box below. They're all available at Sephora. But this is the thing when you get married, is that when you're trying on dresses, there's literally, it's so hard to narrow it down to one dress because there's a million dresses that you would want to wear. You know, you can go for like a super sleek moment, you can go for like a couture vibe, you can like express yourself through a lot of different dresses. It's kind of like, you know, there's different options. So it's really hard when you're trying to pick. You're like, you have to just decide and then move forward and like not look back because you're like, okay, this is it. So my wedding dress I loved it. And even looking back, I'm still really happy with it. It was actually pretty like simple and backless and fitted. It was really pretty and I still love it. I would still wear it today, but I think I would maybe go for something more dramatic if I got married again, and just like more of a statement, you know, I don't know, something more like extravagant and like extra, I feel like I would have done. All right, the next true or false is that I get annoyed when Hunter talks over me in videos. It's funny, like, I feel like so many people will like pay attention to that or comment that, and not at all. The thing is, like, we talk over each other a lot in videos, like we both do it, just because, you know, that's not like how we really like talk in real life, but it's really hard. I don't think people realize, like, when you're on video or recording a video, you're just trying to, I don't know, you just like talk and you talk to the camera when you have something to say, and sometimes it just like overlaps, and it's not really about that at all. We like don't get upset that we talk over each other. It just kind of happens, and we both do it all the time, so not at all. Okay, next, our true or false is that Hunter and I have not found a home church in Texas, and I would say that's pretty true. We did have a home church. We were going to the Village in Plano, and then it ended up being, that's where we like went when we used to live here a few years ago. But what happened was it started to like feel super far away, and it just wasn't practical to be driving that far for a church. Like, really, you're supposed to find a church that is pretty close to you, just because you want it to be, I don't know, you want to build like a community where you know, see a lot of the people that you're at church with, you want to be close to them. Like, it's kind of a whole 360 thing, right? So we were like, you know what, we should probably find a different church. Well, then COVID hit, and everything was closed. And so we were watching church online, and it just, you know, guys know, I mean, it's literally been like 8 months of that. So now things are like somewhat open again, but they're like closing again, and now we're moving. So it kind of just happened that way, and we're really hoping in Tennessee, we're like really excited to find a new church that we really love and is close to us, and you know, meet a lot of cool people at church. I love meeting friends at church. So that's kind of that situation. But yeah, we just never, you know, it's hard to find churches that really work. They're near you and you kind of mesh with everybody, and you know, COVID was just a game changer for all of that, church life and everything. I'm using the Sephora Collection contour palette, which I love because it has like a warmer tone in it that I can use for a bronzer, but also some contour colors. Something I've really been loving to do for blush lately is layer a cream and powder. I just find it gives like a really seamless look. So I'm loving these Urban Decay sticks. They're really nice, actually. Let's see, I'm just gonna do a few little swipes. And then all the brushes I'm using are SC, by the way. Just kind of blend it in, and it gives like a really, really natural look. Kind of gives you that glowy finish that you really can't get with just a powder alone. And then I layer a powder over it. See how pretty? Oh, looks so good. If you even want just like a really natural finish, you could do that. And then I take the Sephora Collection palette. They have like glowy blushes and regular ones. So I'll just kind of take a little bit of all of them and then kind of set it so it doesn't move. I want a new wedding ring. So I would say that's kind of true. I love my wedding ring. This is my wedding ring, and it is so pretty. It's kind of dirty right now, sorry, but it's just a cushion cut with a diamond band. And I love it because it's this really classic style, and I actually like love the stone that we picked out. It was like really good quality and super sparkly. So I do love my ring, but I think now based on my style, I would go for something just a little bit like different, and maybe do like a gold band with no diamonds. That would just go with all of like my jewelry a lot better because I wear so much gold. I would love like just a simple gold band with like a stone. It could be, I don't know, and I kind of want like a different shape than just, you know, a cushion cut. But you know, maybe in a few years I'll upgrade or something, we'll see, but I love my ring, so it's a really good ring. I've been loving this Iconic London highlighter. You can get this at Sephora, and I finally figured out a way to apply it that works really well for me, gives a really nice glow. So this is the technique. You need to like kind of spread it out on your hand. I literally use one drop, and you need to swipe it on. That is the way to apply it, because it doesn't really work if you apply it any other method, which you would not think like, oh, let me like smear that on with my finger, but that is like the best way I have found to apply this stuff, and it gives the prettiest glow. You see, oh my god, so nice. And you can make it like super glowy if you want, but it's a really nice natural, I mean, it's not like natural, but it's a really pretty highlight, and the cream just looks really good, especially with like this foundation. The two mix together really well. So see how the glow is just soft, looks really nice. Okay, next assumption is that I love everything about my body, which could not be further from the truth. You know, every girl I think struggles with you know, body image and self-love and everything, and I definitely do too. And you know, I just try my best. I think I do actually really, I feel very thankful for like my body. I do really like it, and there's like so many things I really like about it, but I obviously have my insecurities like every other girl. I've never been like the super skinny lean type. I am just, for like my frame, a little bit more kind of curvy. I have like hips and a butt and kind of like an hourglass shape, and I really like that. But sometimes I you know, get down on myself that I am not like super lean, and I see girls that are like super skinny, like models, and I get insecure about that. But you know what, that's just like not who I am, and I will never look like that unless I literally stop eating, and I don't want to do that. So I don't know, to me, like at a certain point, I just don't care, and I'm like, I'm not going to be miserable to just like look a certain way. I really like my body. But you know, I do get insecure about like my legs. That's where I tend to carry like more of my weight. And so that's like definitely an area that I kind of get insecure about. You know, my stomach, all the classic kind of areas that women tend to carry weight, I am insecure about. So no, I wish I just didn't even care at all, but I don't know if that's possible as a girl to just like not even think about that. But at the end of the day, like I don't know, I guess if I really cared that much, then I would probably like change a lot more, but I really just try to focus on staying healthy mentally, physically. I never want to get into like any like disordered eating. I just try to work out to like stay healthy, reduce my stress and anxiety, and I just want to be like normal and balanced. I don't ever want body image to be like a big issue for me. So I try to just like keep it chill, you know? The next true or false is that I have struggled with my weight or body image in the past, and not really. Like I've never really had like a eating disorder or anything. I did go through like a time in high school where I was super strict and I counted calories, and I would say that's like the most disordered I ever was. Like looking back on that, I was like really lean, but that's because I was like literally it's like all I thought about, and it just like totally like took over my life, and I would just like watch everything that I put in my body, and it was just not fun. It was really intense. And you know, I have like people in my family that have like struggled with eating stuff, and you know, that's private, so I'm not really gonna go into that, but I think just based on that, I don't ever want that to happen to me. So that's why, I mean, it definitely, like, I think about it all the time, right? So every day I think about my like weight and my body and stuff, and I don't know if that's every girl, but it definitely pops up into my brain every single day, and it sucks, you know, like I don't like that. So I haven't really like struggled with anything in the past, but I think I'm just very like hyper aware of it, like not wanting to happen, and you know, making sure that I don't ever like go into anything like that. So I don't know, it's just, I also don't want to be like the other direction where I like overeat. So I'm really just focused on like trying to have a healthy relationship with food and exercise, because I have seen, you know, people in my family that have gone through like different experiences, family and friends really, and I just never want to go through that for myself. So I'm really focused on just not making food like a thing. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people will allow it to like take over, whether it's like one direction or the other. It could be like, you know, emotional eating, binge eating, or eating disorder, stuff like that. So I don't know, that's like the best way I can describe it, but I've never actually struggled with it, thankfully. So, but it is something I think about all the time. So maybe that is something, that's not something I struggle with, but I feel like a lot of girls like think about that every day, like their weight and everything. So I think that's pretty normal. Next true or false is that I post my workouts on stories to hold myself accountable. I've actually never thought of it that way, so I guess kind of false, but why I do it is because I love watching people work out on stories, and I think it's so motivating, like especially just like normal people that aren't fitness people, because obviously it's like you see like a super muscular girl that's like ripped and she's like doing exercises, then it doesn't really resonate. But when you see like a normal person working out, it just really motivates me. I don't know what it is. So I love putting them up because I think that they're motivating. It motivates me. So I feel like it will do for other people, and it kind of makes me proud. Like I like showing like my progress, and like it's fun. It's like a fun thing to show. It's fun content that's different than like outfits and decor and stuff like that. Sorry, I think I got cut off, but Hunter is very, oh my God, I can't talk with this, hold on. This is Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury. Iconic Nude, yeah. And when I put it on, I just kind of blend it out with my finger. But yeah, actually the opposite. I'm like more frugal with money, and I get kind of like more nervous about spending money. And Hunter is very lax with money. He's like, seriously, like, it's just money, you don't worry, like, you know, he doesn't stress about it. Like, when he makes a big purchase, he's kind of like, look, this is like why you work, so you can like spend your money and enjoy it, where I'm like, talk myself out of it, like, no, we shouldn't be buying that, like stuff like that. So it's actually the opposite, which is not normal, I guess, for relationships. Usually it's the other way around. So we both are like, we kind of balance each other out, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of good to have one of each in the relationship, because you don't want to be too strict, but also not like spending all of your savings. So we both kind of have the same attitude on savings though. We'll be like, okay, we need to like save more, reel it back. And we're pretty like aligned when it comes to finances and stuff like that. Also just use the Sephora collection glossed in Yes Honey. It's like a really nice nude, looks super natural. Okay, just gonna go ahead and set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. Lock it in. Sometimes I feel like that spray smells like potpourri or something. It smells really good. It just smells like potpourri. That's funny. Okay, and that is the finished makeup. See how natural, soft, like glowy it just looks. Almost looks like a no foundation look, but if you need like the color, it's incredible. So that was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the true or falses, and I'll have every single product linked in the description box down below if you want to shop it. Check out Sephora collection and their new foundation, and come follow along the moving vlogs. We're moving to Nashville, baby. So see you soon. Bye.